welcome to the Halloween episode of Fa Rekin Licious. Wow, it's supposed to be really scary, Dempsey. So today, my special guest taste tester is my good friend Dempsey Gibson.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Dempsey Gibson is a singer, he's a songwriter, he's an executive producer. So Dempsey, tell us a little bit about a couple of the projects that you've got going on. A lot of exciting stuff.
Okay, well, first thing I'm going to have to do is take out my teeth.
I couldn't get mine on.
First thing I want to talk about is the show that I've got called Love in Black and White. I've been working on that for the last 2 years. It's about the evolution of interracial relationships in this country as viewed through the lens of the camera. We talk about how media has influenced interracial relationships from the 1930s to present day. And that is going really, really well. We just got Bill Duke to sign on as
Bill Duke,
director of the show. Well, and then I'm working on a show by Candace Henderson.
Hi, Candy Rain.
Agent, and
Yes.
she's working with you now on some stuff. Vivica A. Fox is involved now. So
Wow, that is
got a lot going
incredible.
on. We're actually going to Atlanta on the 28th to
Yes,
shoot.
we are super
Our
excited
27th.
about that. So today we're going to be making a harvest pasta sauce. I'm going to do it over 3 different pastas as well. Yes, can you see me? I don't think you can see me. Let's pull that back just a little bit. Yeah, we're going to be using pumpkin, butternut squash, as well as tomato sauce to create this incredible fall pasta sauce. Start out doing is I'm going to start out with a little bit of olive oil in my pan here. All right, and to the olive oil, you're going to add diced up white onion. I always forget things.
Actually influenced.
Neither of us were born in the 30s. No, we're vampires. We were born in the negative BC 30
Right,
time.
we've been around a lot.
Yeah, and then to that, I'm going to add 1 whole diced up red pepper. Adding a little bit of Himalayan pink sea salt and cracked black pepper. So to the onion and pepper mixture, we're going to add, this is 4 cloves of chopped garlic.
Okay, looks good already.
It's starting to really smell good.
Yeah.
Yum, Fa Rekin yum. So yeah, I made Dempsey dress up. We're supposed to be scary. I don't know how scary we really are.
Got my bling.
Bling bling. So then what we're going to do is we're going to let that cook a little bit.
I'll make fun of this. Can we be R-rated on this thing?
Sure. So while the onions, peppers, and garlic are cooking down, I have chunks of butternut squash. Here, I cooked them in chicken stock. So what Dempsey's going to do, we're going to puree it completely. We're going to puree most of it, then we want to leave some of it chunky for the texture of the sauce.
What is this again? A masher?
It's called a mashed purator. It's
I've seen this before.
a handheld blender.
A handheld blender.
Yeah.
See that I'm very adept in the kitchen.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
You got to make sure it goes all the way through. Okay, so to the onion and pepper mixture, I'm going to be adding a pound of ground turkey. And this is Southern Foods at Home ground turkey. Hashtag Southern Foods at Home. Hashtag feed your family the best. Hashtag the purest, cleanest food you will ever put into your body. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, you're getting
This
it.
up pretty good.
You're getting it.
Is that mashed enough?
I think that's good. I think that's perfect, Dempsey. Awesome, thank you.
Kind of ominous.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get the ominous music.
Yeah. It's
We've got the ominous music on today. Then gonna add all of this to our butternut squash mixture. Yes, abso-freaking-lutely. Well, you know, you've been around a few thousand years. You think you'd learn,
How to mash things.
Absolutely. All right, Dempsey, let's add. You want to help me out here because I probably will need you. Just pour that into that pan. All right.
Got it?
Yeah. So now, Dempsey, if you want to give that a little stir.
Got it.
Just kind of mix it all up in there. And we've got 3 different types of pasta that we're going to be trying this on today. We've got our spaghetti squash noodles. We have zero noodles, which are 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 anything. They're made from a Japanese root vegetable. And I do have some spinach fettuccine. So we're going to serve this over those 3 different types of pasta. So whether you're keto, whether you're paleo, or whether you are, not carb sensitive and you eat carbs. Hey Google, play Monster Mash. Into the mixture that Dempsey's stirring, we're going to add 2 cans of stewed tomatoes. Yum! 2 small small cans of tomato paste. My sword keeps getting limp, Dempsey. Look at this. Why is my sword limp? It's supposed to be.
They have a pill for that.
Yeah. I think it starts with a V or a C or.
I like the color of this now.
Create that harvest flavor. So also we're going to add 1 can of
One
tomato
can
paste
of tomato sauce.
to our mixture. And to that we're going to add 1/2 of a can of pumpkin puree. Yeah, I remember all this one. Good job stirring, Dempsey.
I feel like I've graduated from masher to stirrer.
I got to fix this limp sword. This is getting on my nerves.
There you go. Okay.
I think I got it. Whatever.
That works.
Whatever. So then we're going to just add a little bit of Himalayan pink sea salt and some cracked black pepper.
Never go wrong with that.
Yes. To that we're going to add a little bit of garlic powder as well. Just kind of eyeball that. Doing a good job stirring there, Dempsey.
Thank you very much. I went to college for this.
What was that, 4 years of learning how to stir and mash?
Well,
and mash.
that was my undergraduate.
Yeah, careful that I don't get some of this hair from this wig in our food. It's like, ah!
So far, hair-free.
So I'm going to chop up just a little bit of rosemary. You don't want to use too much rosemary because this is a very powerful pungent herb. Just a little bit, just to give it a little punch of flavor, of rosemary flavor.
You know, I don't think I've ever had anything with rosemary in it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is just going to give it a little difference of a spice. So tell me, Dempsey, what inspired you to start writing and start singing and doing all that you've been doing over the past many, many years?
I started singing. Actually, you know, it's a funny story. I started singing and writing music when I was about 10 years old.
Oh, wow.
My inspiration for the music was the group The Monkees. I love The Monkees.
Hey, we're the Monkees!
Exactly. And
I'm a monkey.
Mickey Dolenz was my idol because he played drums and sang, and I wanted to do that. And how I knew that I could write, I actually wrote a song, and I sang it into a tape recorder. I gave it to my sister to listen to, and she listened to it, and I asked her what she thought, and she said, "You didn't write this. You heard it on the radio." And I thought, okay, I think I have a talent for this because she actually thought it was a song on the radio,
that is
and
really
I just
awesome.
continued from there. You know, and,
I love it.
And,
I love, you
I've
know,
been lucky enough to meet some other talented people and to get myself out there. So.
right. What was your inspiration for writing Love in Black and White?
Honestly, it came from my own personal experience with dating.
Okay.
I've dated.
I'm going to taste this. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah. It's very well stirred, I'm sure.
It's very well stirred. That's the truth.
That's the trick to all good cooking.
Thank you. Rosemary.
My dating experiences, I've dated both inside my race and outside my race, and I've just noticed the difference in almost comfort level in some places, you know, as to where you go, how you're looked at, and how it's changed over the last 20 years. You know, where 20 years ago, going to certain restaurants or whatnot would be awkward. Today, it's not.
Right, exactly.
And I started to think, what has facilitated that change? And I thought, it's not only a new generation, but it's the media that generation was fed growing up and how it's facilitated. Because in the 70s, it was very rare to see a black person on a commercial selling anything, you know, from toothpaste to whatever. Today, not only do you see black people, but you see interracial couples.
You know, it's, I love like the commercials that are just showing a multitude of different races.
I didn't see that 20, 30 years ago.
So we're going to add a little bit of white wine to our sauce as well.
Music, film, television, all of it.
A little bit more garlic powder. And then we're going to put in some fresh dill as well. A little bit of fresh dill. So, yeah. I hang out and associate with a lot of very creative people, very expansive mindsets.
Right.
So yeah, I came up with this idea just as, because I wanted to do a tomato sauce, but also wanted to make it, you know, kind of a fall flair. So that's what, you know, that's why I've added the pumpkin puree and the butternut squash.
Well, now we finally have the weather for it too.
Yeah,
It feels
oh my
like
gosh.
fall.
It has been, it's been in the 90s up until just a few days ago. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry, I don't know of a summer that's lasted this long. Yeah, that's good.
Well, this weekend it's supposed to be down in the 50s.
Ah,
for the
okay,
low,
cool.
so-
Want to taste it?
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Oh wow, that's really good.
Yes.
Holy cow. And this is healthy.
Very, very healthy. With the added nutrition of the pumpkin and the butternut squash. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we'll let this simmer for a while. And while we're doing that, I'm going to prepare the spaghetti squash as well as our zero noodles. The song reminds me of da-na-na-na, Beavis and Butthead. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead.
Come on, Nancy, dance! Come on! Yeah! All right, so remember I said we're going to be using 3 different types of noodles.
Right.
First, we have our spinach fettuccine, and then this is a spaghetti squash noodle. And basically what you do is you cut your spaghetti squash in half, and you want to scoop out all the seeds, and then you want to coat the bottom of it with an organic clarified butter, and then a little salt and pepper, and then you want to bake it at 350 degrees for about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. Then when you bring it out, all you do is you take a fork and you just do this, and you don't even have to use a lot of force. And it makes it into spaghetti strands, all right? And then our third pasta is our zero noodles, which again, an organic Japanese root that's made into spaghetti strands. So now we're going to plate everything. All right.
Right on.
We're about to taste this, I promise. You excited, Dempsey?
I am ready for this.
Yahoo! Me too. Actually, Dempsey, I'll let you do the honors of scooping the pasta sauce onto each bowl. Awesome.
Can you freeze this?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I will
There you
definitely
go.
freeze it because obviously the 2 of us ain't gonna go through all of that. I'm your handyman. That's what I am. Let's go ahead and taste it. So which one are you gonna try before first? You're gonna do the.
What is this?
This is the spinach fettuccine. So just kind of twirl it like you would a spaghetti. I'm gonna do the spaghetti squash first. Mmm.
I love this.
Wow, that is good.
This is Fa Rekin Licious. Wow.
I'm gonna try the zero noodles. You gotta try the other ones too.
Yeah, well,
Hey, he's just like, oh.
I formed a bond with this one.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
Wow. I'm glad I decided to add a little bit of dill. This was off the hip. I wasn't gonna add dill, but at the last minute, I'm like, you know what? A little dill. Definitely some of the. A little dill will do. Now I'm gonna try.
What am I trying now?
This is the zero noodles. Zero noodles, like no carbs, no calories, no nothing. Making a mess. Mmm.
I think I like this even better.
Wow, this is incredible. Which one?
You're a good cook.
Thank you. Well,
this is no joke. She can really do this stuff.
Were you a little apprehensive, like, oh my gosh, is this healthy stuff going to be good?
Yeah, well, you never know. It doesn't involve a microwave. I usually don't have anything to do with it. So,
question, can you taste the butternut squash? Can you taste a little bit of the pumpkin?
I can taste it all.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Wait,
so that's the spaghetti squash. Have you done that one yet?
Mm-mm.
So look at the camera and tell everybody where they can find you, Dempsey.
Right now, you can find me eating this.
Oh, love it.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be with you in a minute. You can find me at loveandblackandwhitemedia.com, and you can find me on Facebook under Dempsey Gibson, D-E-M-P-S-E-Y.
G-I-B-S-O-N, Dempsey Gibson. And of course, as always, DempseyGibson.com, just with no spaces. Facebook.com/DempseyGibson. And Patreon.com/DempseyGibson. Thanks so much, everybody, for stopping by. I sure hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like this video, please like it, share it with all your friends, share it all over the entire world. Absolutely. And what's the name of the project we're going to be filming?
We've got something in common.
We got something in common. Awesome. I am so excited to be a part of that. All right, guys. Well, happy Halloween, and thank you so much for stopping by. See you later.